In this lesson, we are continuing with chapter 9 on textiles. Chapter 9 on textiles. We are on page 152 of your textbook, and we'll look at synthetic polymer fibers. Okay, we have looked at natural fibers and the plant made fibers and the animal based fibers. Okay, we also looked at regenerated fibers, and today we'll be looking at section 1.3, which covers the synthetic polymer fibers. Okay, we have already learned the definition for synthetic fibers. We'll go through it again. The top, they say synthetic polymer fibers include polyester, nylon, acrylic, and polypropylene. Okay, so we said synthetic fibers are made from chemical processes. Okay, and the example of synthetic polymer fibers are the first one polyester, nylon, second one, third one acrylic, and the fourth one polypropylene. Okay, polypropylene. Now we start with the polyester. Okay, the same polyester is very strong. It is elastic, and garment made from this fabric keep their shape well. Okay, it will not shrink when washed. It is wrinkle resistant, which means it does not form wrinkles. It's easy to wash and needs very little ironing. Wow. I think I love this because I'm not a fan of ironing. It is resistant to damage from mildew and insects, and mixes well with a variety of fibers. So these are the properties. When you're looking at this paragraph covers the properties of a polyester. Okay, which is one of the example of the synthetic fibers. These paragraphs are similar to the table that we had for the other types of material. Okay, let me minimize this so that, yes, it can fit in my screen. Okay, so you have to know paragraph number 1 covered in the previous page covered the description and the properties of polyester, and here we have uses of polyester that you have to learn and know, as you did with the table 9.2, 9.3. You remember, I think, yeah, those two tables, and you have to know the disadvantages, the description on the first paragraph, and the properties, the uses, the disadvantages of polyester. Okay, and then let's look at nylon as the second example of synthetic fabrics or fibers. Okay, this is a description and the property. Nylon is a very strong synthetic polymer fiber. It is very elastic. This is a property. It is very elastic and keeps its shape well. It is resilient and wrinkle resistant, and it will not shrink when washed. Okay, so in this paragraph you have the description and the properties of nylon, which is our second synthetic polymer fiber. Okay, and we get the uses. You will study the uses. We get the disadvantage, and we get how do you care for both polyester and nylon. Okay, this paragraph tells us how do you care for polyester and nylon. Okay, so you need to study this as you studied the table. And we have the last two synthetic polymer fibers, which is acrylic and polypropylene, and for the two, they've put them in table 9.5. And they say table 9.5, we have acrylic and polypropylene, and they've put the description and properties of acrylic. They put it as disadvantages, the uses, and how do we care for acrylic? Okay, then you go through the table. Same with polypropylene, the description and properties, disadvantages, and the uses. Where do you use the polypropylene and how do you care for it? And that covers all the 4 types of synthetic polymer fibers. Okay, so you need to know them, as with the table that we have learned with the first one, like the plant-based fibers, cellulosic fibers, which are plant-based fibers. They had a table there, description, uses, advantages, and how do we care for it. Now we move to the 4th type of fibers, which are blends. And I said the synonym for blend is mixing. You can mix different types of fibers here. So fibers are blended because each group of fibers has good and bad properties. When fibers are blended, each fiber can contribute its good properties, and the combination of the properties will result in a better fabric. Okay. However, there must be enough of each fiber in the blend to benefit from their good qualities. So what is the reason for blending the fiber? Is that we get the good properties from each of the fiber that is used for blending to get a benefit from the good qualities. Okay, now let's look at the advantage of blending. The advantages of blending are as follows. A better quality fabric can be obtained when the best properties of the 2 types of fibers are combined. For example, in a blend of cotton and elastane, which is lycra, the cotton will contribute towards the absorbency and the comfort of the fabric, while the elastane will provide the stretchability. So you have combined both the good properties, you get the benefit there. The cost, another advantage is that the cost of fabric can be reduced by blending an expensive fiber with a less expensive one. Okay, for example, wool and viscose blend is cheaper than pure wool fabric. And the last advantage, they say blending can improve fabric appearance. For example, if 2 fibers that do not take up dye equally are well spun together, which means they are spun together and then dyed, interesting color effects can be achieved. So it can be to add a nice appearance or nice design as well. Then in the next paragraph, let's see what are the popular blends. I will minimize this so that it fits in the screen. So what are the popular blends? Polyester and cotton blends are popular for shirts and dresses. Cotton is cool, very absorbent, and does not build up static electricity, while polyester is very durable and retains its shape well and dries quickly. Therefore, the blend has all of these properties. So the blend for polyester and cotton will have all the properties for cotton and for polyester. That makes it even better. Okay, cotton and nylon, that's another blend. The first one is polyester and cotton. The second one is cotton and nylon. Blends are popular for men's socks. Okay, you see socks there. Okay, the cotton provides absorbency and comfort, while the nylon provides a strength and abrasion resistance, and it costs less than pure cotton. Another blend, the third one, it's wool and polyester. They are often found in trousers and jackets. The wool offers all the comfort properties, and the polyester adds the strength and makes the fabric cheaper. And then they say figure 9.7, labels indicating fiber blends. Okay, let's see this. If you look at this label, you can see that this material, it is 65% polyester, it is 31% cotton, and it is 4% nylon. So it is a blend. Okay,